Hello there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'm a little bit late in doing the video today. So already our noise around our building started. So if you hear some noise or whatever, I apologize in the beginning. It's not my fault. I can control external matters, right? But still, I have plans for three videos, one list and couple of individual reviews. So my system a little bit down. You can hear the voice is not 100%. So I'm having my green tea. Green tea, it's without sugar. And let's see, we proceed with first fragrance. Okay, this is relatively a shorter video, I think, because it's going to be a sample review. I have recently bought a couple of samples from one brother in the community, and these actually can be had for free if you go do some shopping, in let's say retail outlets, whatever. If you just go, and the thing is, if you do some shopping, they give you, if they have, just ask for them, like ask for those samples, right? So the brother, his brother Shadin Shariar, he wanted to send these for free. I said, no brother, let me pay. So he gave me for a very decent price. So these are like good for reviewing. I wanted to buy this fragrance called Calvin Klein Defy, but I never ended up buying this. And this is a 2021 release. Interesting fact is, back to back 3 years they released flankers to this, like 21, 22, 23. I think these 3 years EDP, and then Perfume was also released. So I never got to review any of them. So I wanted to review. And then I have another fragrance which is a sample I bought also to do review. Bad Boy Cobalt. Okay, I will review this next day. So this one, 2021 release, three perfumers behind it, and this is relatively a nice fragrance, not bad. Calvin Klein is my favorite house. You guys know that. Nice looking bottle, and the main reason why I didn't buy it. By the way, you see a little bit of lights going on at night. It will show more, but these are my, even though cheap, but these are my festive lights. Winter, I welcome winter, even though it's not really cold weather yet, but it started changing. So I told you I'm gonna have a little bit of the lights at the back, so nighttime it will look better. So the main reason why I didn't buy Defy, I have bought almost all the CKs available in the market and reviewed them. But for some reason, the recent releases of Burberry and Calvin Klein, just like many other brands, they are ridiculously expensive for some reason. I don't want to pay $45, $55 for CK Defy, and it's going for that 50, $45 to $50, which is a steep pricing for CK. Never got cheaper, right? But anyway, now finally I have the fragrance to review. It actually has a pretty nice looking bottle with this heavy bottle, and also they have this blue juice, gives you that vibe that it's going to be a fresh fragrance. So I'm wearing it right here. Let me do some respray. Okay, these official samples, this is like the amount of juice that you get is good enough to test run a fragrance. So what do you get from this? According to Fragrantica, if you go bergamot, leather, vetiver, and amber, four notes only. And what I am not smelling this for the first time. I smell this over and over for the last couple of years, and I never really found a good price. That's why I didn't buy it. Basically, it's a 1.2 ml sample, by the way. Okay, so the opening of this is very pleasant. I will tell you one thing. I really love this opening, which perhaps is the best part of the fragrance. Okay, and not to say this fragrance is bad or anything, but this is a generic fragrance, which is pleasant, doesn't really have a character. And also this fragrance doesn't really have like a niche quality about it, like wow, this is something new, trendsetter. This one doesn't have that. This one is not a bad thing about the fragrance. Okay, when you smell this, as I was telling you, opening is very beautiful. That citrus, lemon, they said bergamot, right? It's definitely prominent, and that citrus is wear off very quickly. You would imagine the citrus, if it stayed longer, this fragrance would be much, much more popular, perhaps. But you do not see this in everybody's top chart or top 10 list. I did try EDP as well, side by side. EDP is a little bit denser, but Perfume, I never really found. Sorry, the voice, man. I'm sorry, that's rude, sipping on tea, but I'm trying to get the voice going. So as you go stronger in the concentration, perhaps it will get more like YSLY EDP, YSLY Perfume. If you see the comparison, this one is in that family, but not quite. If you like YSLY EDP and fragrances like this one, for some reason I am reminded of Dolce & Gabbana K. K also has EDP and Perfume, I think. Yes. So this one, it's kind of like a sweet, fruity, lavender, this family, and this DNA, you smelled it in 1,000 fragrances before. If you smell like, I don't want to say like this is similar or clone to anything, but if you smell Dylan Blue, YSLY, especially Y, the EDT. And then if you smell the Dolce & Gabbana K, so if you smell those, this fragrance will seem very familiar, okay? And there's nothing really new in this. So these are some things maybe people would not want to pay $45 for. You can get far better fragrances. Even from Latafa, you can get a couple of fragrances which are much more than what this one offers. But these are not the fault of designers, you know, like Calvin Klein, I don't want to bash them too much. I do review a lot of Calvin Klein fragrances every year. They release summer flankers. I love those. CK1 summer, Eternity summer. So Calvin Klein is generally known as a budget fragrance house, but I don't know if in States, if you're getting this for like $10, $20, if you can get this for 25 bucks, okay, even $35, I would pay. I don't want to pay $45 for this, okay? So that's just my 2 cents. But you can, I mean, like if money is not an issue, this is not going to be a big matter. But let's say clearance sale going on, okay? I do say clearance sale sometimes if it's, near expiry dates, maybe it's a, no, but on most part, fragrances do not go bad. But that thing is there that, clearance sale could be that risk. So 7 or 8 years old fragrances, sometimes, 5 years old, they get spoiled. But this is like, what, 2 years now? So my price, I would like to pay $35 at best, at most. If you are in States, I'm pretty sure in TJ Maxx, Ross, these shops, you can find these, or online, maybe $25, even 15 bucks, even year-end sale. Grab a bottle, okay? Definitely would love to try the EDP and Perfume. This is a solid, pleasant, generic fragrance, which is gonna be loved by most people. No one's gonna mind this, but for high-class events, if you wear, where you want to wear like 40 knots or Naxos, okay, or Back to Black, this is not going to have any competition with those, okay? So this is like the full sort of exposure. The longevity of this is not really massive. 3.5 hours to 4 hours on my skin I got from wearing this, but main bottle also not much different. So you're not going to expect like CK Reveal, which was a beast. I love CK Reveal. So far this is not one of their best releases, but if I make top 20, this is going to be in the top 20 list. So overall, CK Defy, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10, despite maybe it's not really out there. It's not really the most affordable, and also it's not the most original. I like the smell. I don't want to lie to you. I actually enjoy the smell. It's pretty pleasant. Okay, it's pretty pleasant. It's pretty pleasant. That lavender. It's not super barbershoppy, but it gives a nice backbone to the fragrance. But at the base, there's not much going on. So top note and hard. That's what this one relies on. CK Defy for me, EDT, I give it 7 out of 10. So that's the first review. Let's go to the second review. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.